craving pancakes, and there's this cafe called Green Hippo, so I'm gonna go there and get some pancake. I'm so glad to be back. I also had a 3-night summer cottage thing with some of my girlfriends, which was so nice. We did some swimming and just some grounding, and we were like picking mushrooms and berries in the forest. It was amazing. So I'm feeling very rested and ready for work and school and everything. So yeah, and also my videos have been doing like so good. Like it's been so crazy. That's why I felt bad that I wasn't filming, because I've seen that a lot of people have found me, and my videos have been like spreading and people have been enjoying my videos, which is like so cool. So here I am making them again.
Piso nessa areia fina, vejo no mar uma menina, doce Bahia. Vejo dominó na esquina e banguelo sorrindo de alegria, doce Bahia.
I'm going to a pizza dinner with 2 of my friends that I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen them in over a year, even though we all basically live in the same city. So that's interesting. It's just when you turn 20, it's just busy. So it's nice to see them now. We're going to this pizza place called Buttes, which I haven't been in a really long time, but I do remember it being really good.
Passarinho na janela e o fusquinha na calçada, bicicleta amarela e o calor de madrugada são lembranças de nós dois. Vai você, eu vou depois, deixa a porta aberta. E as horas vão passando e amanhã vem chegando e os seus...
We're back home, or I'm back home. I had the teachers meeting, and then I went and had some lunch, and then I ran some errands. So I thought that I would do like a mini haul because I really want to talk about books. I got 2 new books and I'm so proud of myself because I finished a huge series, the ACOTAR series. I read each and every one of them. I think it took me over a year because I read something else in between. But I'm really proud of myself for finishing the whole thing. And I heard a lot of mixed reviews about the last book, A Court of Silver Flames, which is about Nesta, but I really loved it. I mean, I devoured that book, and it was the thickest book of all of them, and I really was scared that I won't like it, but I had a really good break from everything, so I guess I just didn't have anything to compare it to. If you are about to read it, I think everyone knows that like the first one and the second one are really good, especially the second one. And then the pink one that's in between. This stuff is like some heavy war politics and everything. It wasn't my favorite book, but it did like explain a lot, and just a lot went down in this book. Like we came from the blue one, which is so romantic and nice and cute, and then we went to this war thing. But I'm really proud of myself for pushing through, and it's just like I'm gonna miss this world so much. This is a very romance heavy series, so if you're just getting into fantasy, this is amazing. Also, Sarah J Maas is really good at repeating everything. Even if you have a long break between these books, you will not be left confused. Whereas when I read, what is it called? I read Fourth Wing last year as well, and I tried to read Iron Flame right after I read the series, and I just couldn't, because I couldn't remember anyone, I couldn't remember anything. I was mixing it with like 5 other fantasy books, so I don't know when I will get back to Iron Flame, but I got 2 new books. I kind of promised myself that I will first finish the ACOTAR series and then I will get myself some new books. I got myself like 10 new books during the summer, of which I have read 8, and I think I had like 1 DNF. Anyway, I got 2 new books and I'm really excited about them because right after ACOTAR I felt like I need some palette cleanser. I started reading the Powerful book. So there's this fantasy series which starts with Powerless, which is amazing. I have raved about this book on this channel many times. Then there's this little novella in between called Powerful, and I am reading it. It's really fast paced. I feel like it's too fast, but also it's a novella, so I mean I get it. But I'm really excited to read the Reckless one, the last one. It's already come out, but it still isn't in the stores in Finland, so I just haven't like reached out and bought it, even though I know I could order, but then I don't know. I just like buying the books at the bookstore. So I don't know when I will get around to do that. I really want to do this fall or winter or something. Anyway, I got 2 new books. First one is called Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I think I have, because I wasn't sure if I had read this, because I have read every single Ali Hazelwood book. But when I saw this, I was like, this looks very familiar, but I don't have it in my library, and I also don't think I've read it on my Kindle. So I'm really excited. Ali Hazelwood's books are so good. Really good romance, a nice storyline. They're always a little bit nerdy. I love them so much, but I would say that this is strictly like 16 plus. Like there is some spicy stuff going on in these books, but they're also very lighthearted and just so good. Like so good if you need a good, short, nice romance. And then, I really don't like these Netflix stickers. But anyway, this is called Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo. It's a trilogy, and this is obviously the first one, and they have already made a Netflix series about this. I saw it on, like, it was recommending it to me, and it didn't look like anything that I would want to watch. But that is the case with most of the stuff that I have read, and then they make a Netflix series out of them, so no surprise there. But I really want to give this one a chance because I want to dive into a new fantasy world that I haven't been in before. I really want to take a break from Sarah J Maas because after ACOTAR it was just a lot, and this is only a short 3-book trilogy, so I think I'm gonna start this one next. I don't really know a lot about this. I usually, with fantasies and with any books, I only like to read romance, and I just love romance books. So I hope that there's some romance in this, but I've also heard that there's some like dark stuff in here, so I don't know. I would really love to also like read Sarah J Maas's other fantasy series, like the Throne of Glass stuff and Crescent City, but I would love to start those, but it's just so many books, and in one of them you have to tandem read. I don't have the energy for that. I need something like that I can get through faster. I also, in some other videos, I'm gonna get it. I have started reading this book called Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. This is where I am right now, and I just like, it's a really good book, but it feels like it's going on forever. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, when I read books like this, and even when I read the Court of Silver Flames, which is like twice as thick as this one, I feel like it went really fast. And I think the difference was that I cared about this book, and I don't give a flying rat about this one. It's a good book, there's nothing wrong with it, it's really well written. I'm just not like, I don't care, you know, I don't have this emotional connection to the characters. I don't care. I do want to finish it because this is actually a book club book with my book club friend. I think I was supposed to read this in the month of June or July or something. We're halfway through September. I'll just have to get back to it, but this book has been giving me very bad book slump warnings. Like, every time I read this, I just don't want to read again. So that's why I'm reading some other stuff in between, so that I don't fall into a book slump. I'm starting to get hungry again, so I need to figure out what to eat. But honestly, right now I just want to sit down on the sofa and like watch some YouTube and like chill for an hour. Like, I feel like that's what I need. And water. I'm so dehydrated.
Foi sonho que morreu. Se o que acabou